Unless you have a strong stomach, you may want to look away now. Welcome to Ms. Mojo, and today we'll be counting down our picks for the top 10 funniest spill your guts or fill your guts moments.
How is it?
It's covered in grease.
Before we begin, we publish new content every day, so be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. For this list, we're looking at those moments in this Late Late Show segment that had us laughing the hardest.
Do you think OJ did it?
Number 10, Katy Perry.
Rank, John Mayer, Diplo, and Orlando Bloom.
Whoever said breakfast was the most important meal of the day probably didn't have this kind of spread in mind. As part of her Witness Worldwide live stream, Katy Perry is woken up to delicacies such as cow tongue and bird saliva, and her reaction to each dish is priceless.
So that was exceptional.
Faced with a 1,000-year-old egg, she chooses to rank her former lover's bedroom action, and it's hilarious to watch her defend her decision by addressing the camera as if she's talking to them.
If you're listening to me, gentlemen, I love you, and you know 100%. That I love you, and it's not about that. It's just maybe I just haven't had enough time to have sex with you, so maybe we can make up that time.
For sure.
We bet she wishes she had just stayed in bed.
Oh my gosh, I'm gonna throw up.
Number 9, Charlie Puth, Josh Gad, Michelle Dockery, and Rachel Bloom.
You told Michelle that you're a huge fan of her work on Downton Abbey. What's the name of Michelle's character on Downton Abbey?
This international special sees the Americans and Brits go head-to-head, but Charlie Puth's delicate stomach and gag reflex doesn't bode well for the home team.
Oh, stop. No, don't look at me while you're doing that.
We almost feel sorry for him when Rachel Bloom brings her whole team down after she gets outed for lying. But the will he, won't he throw up thread throughout the game is just too funny.
Down the hatch.
James Cordon seems to take a lot of joy in watching his opponent suffer, and while it might seem cruel, we can't help but laugh along with him. Number 8, Chelsea Handler.
Do you love Justin Bieber? What do you love about him? His little baby molester mustache?
Chelsea is an open book, so it hardly takes disgusting food to force her to open up.
And I've walked out like, hey, look what I'm leaving with, and people are like, oh, she's joking, but I'm stealing.
She is absolutely hilarious whether she's sharing stories about getting away with shoplifting, trash-talking Justin Bieber, or even just helping James get through the pig's foot he is forced to eat.
I can't swallow it.
Yeah, you can.
I can't.
Yes, you can.
I think I
yeah,
can.
think of your mother and just swallow it.
The best moment is when she's asked to share some intimate details about 50 Cent.
How big is 50 Cent's penis?
Not even slightly fazed by the question, she starts looking for visual aids to give James and the audience an extremely descriptive answer.
This is him right before he wakes up. And then you're like, is that gonna get bigger? And then it does.
Number 7, Drew Barrymore and John Boyega.
What part do I go for?
The whole, I think pretty much the whole thing.
What? Okay.
Oh, no way!
There's a lot at risk when sitting down at the world's worst dinner table, so it comes as no surprise that Drew Barrymore is so quick to sell Jake Gyllenhaal down the river to avoid eating turkey testicles.
Okay.
Adam Sandler, Hugh Grant, Jake Gyllenhaal.
Jake Gyllenhaal, so I don't have to eat a turkey's ball.
Though she later tried to mend ties with her co-star by taking an I Heart Jake Gyllenhaal sign to her show's premiere. As if that isn't juicy enough, James Corden confesses that he stole from Mariah Carey to avoid choking down a 1,000-year-old egg.
I once stole a candle from Mariah Carey's house.
Something tells us he won't be invited to Miss Carey's home again. Number 6, Mila Kunis and Christina Applegate.
I genuinely don't know if you can eat this. Can you actually eat it?
You could actually die.
What do you mean? Who am I, Bear Grylls?
Being a vegetarian doesn't make this game easier for Christina Applegate, and we can be sure that her pregnant co-star's wildest cravings couldn't match this inedible selection either. Mila avoids drinking clam juice after a very awkward conversation over her husband's beer can, or carrot stick, which she hilariously misunderstands.
Carrot stick?
Well, I'm thinking, but beer cans are short.
No, not a big beer can. Beer can.
She's less lucky when she fails to explain the plot of Jupiter Ascending and has to chow down some cow's tongue.
You know, it's, about human desire to, okay.
Somehow, she still calls it the best game ever as Christina looks on in horror. Number 5, Kendall Jenner.
Your sister Kylie was supposed to be on our show tonight, but she cancelled yesterday morning because she was sick.
With over 25 million views, Kendall beat out her half-sisters as the most watched Spill Your Guts or Fill Your Guts video on YouTube. Kendall ranks her nieces and nephews' names to avoid drinking a sardine smoothie. But when she's asked a question about her sister Kylie, the camera cuts to her mother telling her to drink the clam juice rather than answer.
How's she feeling?
This is so good. I love
To make this moment even funnier, earlier in the game, the camera shows James's mom giving him an out, just so that she doesn't have to watch her son eat cod sperm.
Who do you prefer, your mom or your dad?
Number 4, Niall Horan, Ewan McGregor, and Isla Fisher.
Has your husband, Sacha Baron Cohen, ever done a character in bed?
Isla Fisher and Niall Horan make a great team as they face off with James and Ewan McGregor. Isla opts for a gulp of salmon smoothie rather than allow her teammate to cause a media frenzy by answering a question about his ex-bandmates.
Who is your least favourite member of One Direction?
And chaos ensues when she gets the smoothie in her hair, while determined to spit it out. In turn, when Isla is asked a personal question about her husband, Niall helps her out by doing his best Borat impression, cracking up Isla and all of us too.
High five.
Number 3, Gordon Ramsay.
I've eaten worse. I've eaten in a couple of your places, right?
What do you get when you put a top chef in front of a table of ingredients? Gordon Ramsay ups the ante by creating new dishes from the stomach-churning food choices. And while we can't help feeling smug that we're only watching, we also can't stop laughing as their concoctions get more and more out of control.
Are you all right?
No.
Really?
No.
Is it actually-
My nose is running. and I think my ass is bleeding.
James compares the dishes to eating at one of Ramsay's restaurants, essentially biting the hand that's feeding him, and things peak when Ramsay has to eat a chicken's foot in salmon ice cream, topped with clam juice. Number 2, Jimmy Kimmel.
Were you as miserable doing carpool karaoke with Britney Spears as it looked like you were?
While most people might look at the table with disgust, Jimmy Kimmel decides to dive right in before the game actually begins.
Did I go too fast? I don't know how the game works.
He seems perfectly happy with the delicacies, and even tries to share some bull's penis with an audience member.
Have a little bit of penis. Yeah, enjoy.
From Jimmy's mouth.
He won't eat my penis. All right.
Jimmy confronts James about his carpool karaoke experience with Britney Spears, making James break into a sweat and us break out in laughter.
I'm not lying! I'm not! I think she's great!
James barely has time to recover when he can't name 2 cameramen and has to wash down his embarrassment with a fish smoothie.
It's a different crew tonight, actually.
Number 1, Kim Kardashian.
I know, easy. Kylie Jenner, she pulled out the show. She was gonna come, she didn't come. Her, she's the worst.
We all waited with bated breath when Kim had to address the pregnancy rumors surrounding her sisters. While she didn't have any problems ranking her family's fashion sense or adding her husband's most embarrassing quality, Kim kept stum about the rumors and drank the sardine smoothie instead.
The aftertaste. I have to go to dinner after this.
When James had to pick his least favorite Kardashian, even Kim couldn't help cracking up. But she got him back when she asked him to pick his favorite sister, forcing him to take a bite of cow tongue. The things we do for family.
Is a favourite, because I love them both.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out these other great clips from Ms. Mojo and subscribe for new videos every day.